Thank you, Pastor Marissa. Can you hear me? All right. Marissa said to hold it up in front of me. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I'm an introvert, and public speaking is not a big skill of mine. I'm nervous because I'm going to talk about a topic, death and dying, that scares some people, is even taboo to some people. And I'm nervous because there's a federal law that severely restricts what I can tell you about this person that I love that I'm going to talk to you about. But I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm going to use notes that I put together last night. This was a remarkable experience for me. I'm a hospice volunteer. I have been for years throughout my life, and it's been a ministry that has just been more rewarding for me than for the people I serve. So I began seeing my friend, a hospice patient, 8 months ago. He was so ill that he had to be cared. He couldn't be cared for at home. He needed 24/7 care in a facility, in a special facility. I'd go see him every Wednesday I'd see him usually for an hour or so, sometimes less, rarely more. We became over 8 months good friends. He would share with me his life, memories of his life, and I would share my life with him. He was a person of integrity, and he accomplished much in his life. I think Jesus surely would have approved of this person, my friend. The last time I saw him was 3 weeks ago. And that visit was unusual because he spent an hour and a half with me, which he had never done before. And this time he wanted to talk about his life, and we did that, his whole life, and we did that together. But this time he talked more about his family and the times he had spent with them, and he talked less about his professional life, which I can tell you was distinguished. So after he finished this review of his life, he complained, as he often had complained to me before, that he couldn't go home and be cared for there. That was a big issue for him. He wanted to go home. He wanted to go home to his wife, who he loved very much. So he paused after this complaint, and he looked out the window, and he said, that's okay. I think I'll be going home pretty soon anyway. So I thought to myself, well, okay, right. So I didn't say anything, but there was no way he was going to go home. And then he said, it's time for my nap. Thanks for coming. See you later, which was our usually parting, his parting remark to me. So we hugged and I left. So he was dead 48 hours later. The Spirit of the Lord came upon him and did indeed take him home. May God bless you and keep you in eternal life, my friend. So I want to say in conclusion, I want to make some general remarks about the people that I have seen in hospice. Not just this, my friend, that I just talked about, but he's included. The people I've seen are generally at peace. They are generally a little detached or otherworldly. They often acknowledge their past mistakes and regrets. They generally want to talk about the relationships in their lives, the close relationships. They never, ever talk about politics. Oh, I wish I'd been more politically active. No, never. I've never heard that. And they often want prayer. So in this work, in this ministry, I'm constantly humbled and amazed. So thank you. I'm glad to be here.